Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today I'm going to show you how you can hand launch and land your Mavic Mini. Now, why would you want to launch and land your drone in your hand? Well, I do it primarily to keep my drone away from the ground and all that dust and dirt, and of course, in the winter, all this snow. Now, some people prefer to use a drone landing or launching pad, whatever you want to call it, but I just prefer to use my hand because, well, it comes with me everywhere I go, it's super convenient, and I never have to worry about leaving it at home. Now, a couple quick points before we get started. First, if you're not comfortable hand launching and landing your drone, don't do it. Don't even try it. You need to do whatever works best for you. And second, safety is paramount. These props spin really fast, they will do damage, so you need to be very careful and keep your eye on the drone at all times. So with that, let's get into it. Okay, so takeoff is pretty easy, but there's a couple of things you want to remember. First off, you want to hold the drone out as far away from you as possible, and you want to hold it flat. You don't want it tipping towards you or tipping away from you. And second, I don't like using a flat palm for landing or takeoff. I find it just too unstable. So what I do is I have a thumb on one side, two fingers on the other, and that's just a really secure grip. Now, managing the remote can be kind of tricky. I don't have big hands, so I can't hold the remote and hit the buttons. What I do is I put it in the crook of my arm, and that way I can balance the remote and I can reach the buttons easily. So to take off, all we need to do, make sure we extend it out nice and flat. We hit the auto takeoff icon, we get prompted for takeoff. We touch and hold that circle till it turns green, and then we let go. And the Mini takes off and hovers about a meter above you. There you go. Easy peasy.
Not bad.
Okay, I'm going to show you one more way to launch your Mini. It's kind of an advanced method, but it's still pretty easy to do. So we're going to do something called the combination stick command to get our motors idling. Now, I use my index and pinky finger to do that. And basically what you need to do is pull both joysticks down to the inner or outer corners. So that gets the motors on the Mini started and just idling slowly. Now, to lift off, all we need to do is gently push up on the left joystick. As soon as we release the left joystick, the Mini will just hover in place waiting for our next command. So I'm going to bring it back down. And I'll show you one more sneaky little method. So we're going to use the combination stick command again. So that's both joysticks to the inner or outer corners. That gets our motor spinning. Now, I'm not going to touch the remote. So you see there with both motors idling, all I needed to do is kind of nudge the Mini into the air, and it engages auto takeoff and then just hovers above us. Pretty cool, right? Landing your Mini in your hand is really simple to do as well. The Mini will pretty much land anywhere it deems to be a suitable landing target. So all we really want to do is present our hand as that suitable target, and it will land just like anywhere else. So let me get in there and I'll show you how to bring it in for a landing. So just use auto takeoff for this one. Now, with the Mini above us here, all I really want to do is present my hand as a landing target, make sure the Mini can see it, pull down on the left joystick, hold it down, and the Mini comes in for landing nice and gentle. And now you'll notice that when it's coming down, there's kind of that pause. Well, that pause is the Mini has recognized my hand as a good landing target, it engaged auto landing, and then it came in nice and gentle. Now, two things you want to remember is just keep holding that left joystick down and it will shut off the motors. And also you see again, I've gripped it with a thumb and two fingers on the other side because it's just a much more stable way to do it. Flat palm I find it's just no good. I'm gonna show you one more way of getting your Mavic Mini out of the air and shut down quickly, and that's something that you really don't want to use all the time because it's going to be stressful for the aircraft and its motors. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to pluck the Mini out of the sky. We're going to quickly turn it 90 degrees, and that's going to perform an emergency shutdown. So on the bottom of the Mini, we've got a whole bunch of sensors here. We've got 2 infrared sensors, and we've got a downward facing camera. And basically those are used for positioning and to avoid, contact with the ground. So when we reach out trying to pull our Mini from the air, it's going to try to evade us. I mean, that's what it's naturally meant to do, is stay in the air. So let me get it up and I'm going to show you how this works. So I'm going to use the combination stick command to just get the prop spinning up here. And then I'm just going to push it up in the air. Now, if I place my hand underneath and start moving towards the Mini, it moves away from me. So that's those sensors doing their job. So if we want to pluck this thing out of the air, we got to move really quick. Or otherwise it's just going to move away. So it is kind of a tricky thing to do. You want to be really careful with it. And again, you don't want to do it too often because it's going to be stressful for the aircraft and the motor. But in emergency situations, it's a pretty handy trick to know. Well, that's it for this one, guys. I hope that showed you that it's pretty easy to hand launch and land your Mini. But as I said in the beginning, these props spin really fast. They can do some serious damage. So you want to be very careful if you're going to be attempting to do it. And as always, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, you guessed it, I will see you in the next one. Today's forecast was supposed to be +4 and sunny. It's overcast and it's -4 degrees Celsius. I think I'm suffering from mild hypothermia, but hey man, I gotta get the video done, right? So